Fresh headlines from Australia, where new immigration rules are creating a storm of uncertainty, forcing thousands of immigrants to rethink their future in the land down under. The year 2025 is set to mark a major shift as the Australian government tightens its immigration policies, leaving many residents uncertain about their ability to stay. Today, we dive into the new immigration laws that could lead to millions being forced to leave Australia. From work visas to family sponsorships, the changes are dramatic, and the consequences are already being felt. Number 1. The new immigration rules explained. So, what exactly is changing? Australia has introduced a revamped immigration system, and this could drastically change the lives of millions. The cornerstone of these changes is a new points-based system for visa applications aimed at prioritizing skilled workers. Under this new model, immigrants will earn points based on qualifications, language skills, salary, and work experience. Only those who score high enough will be eligible for permanent residency or citizenship. But that's not all. Family reunification, once a key benefit of living in Australia, has now been severely restricted. Only the closest family members of Australian citizens or permanent residents will be eligible for sponsorship, with strict financial and eligibility criteria. For many, this new policy has created a significant barrier in reuniting with loved ones. On top of that, skilled visas are being narrowed. Australia is focusing on attracting highly specialized professionals in fields like healthcare, information technology, and engineering. Previously, many industries benefited from a more open skilled migration system, but now, only those with niche skills or substantial financial backing will be considered for these visas. The updated immigration policies aim to focus on individuals who can offer the greatest value to Australia's economy and help maintain long-term stability. This revised approach is intended to foster balanced growth while ensuring that the country's resources are used more efficiently. Number 2. Real-life impact on immigrants. For millions of immigrants, these changes aren't just about regulations. They represent a personal crisis. Families who've lived in Australia for years are now facing the reality of potentially being uprooted. "I've lived here for over a decade. My children have grown up here, and now we might have to leave the country we call home," says one immigrant. "Feels like we're being thrown away after everything we've contributed to this country." Industries that rely on immigrant labor are also feeling the pressure. Immigrants are crucial in sectors like healthcare, education, and construction. The sudden departure of so many workers could lead to significant shortages, affecting everything from hospital care to the availability of teachers and skilled labor. Number 3. How new immigration rules could force immigrants to leave. With these new rules in place, many immigrants now face the very real possibility of being forced to leave Australia. The strict criteria for visa renewals and permanent residency means millions are scrambling to adjust their status before the deadlines hit. Legal challenges are underway, but time is running out, and for many, the clock is ticking. Families and individuals are desperately seeking legal advice, but for some, it may already be too late. The rules are tough, and unless the government revises its policies, those who no longer qualify for residency will have no choice but to leave, after years of making Australia their home. Number 4. A call for hope. Can Australia change its approach? Across the country, there is growing public unrest. Australians from all walks of life are coming together to demand more compassionate policies. Advocacy groups are calling on the government to reconsider the new rules, arguing that immigrants play an essential role in the nation's economy and cultural diversity. There is a rising call for fairness, inclusivity, and empathy in immigration policies. Many believe that these changes are not just harsh, but short-sighted. Immigrants have contributed to building Australia into the thriving nation it is today. They deserve the chance to continue contributing to its future. The debate intensifies. The big question remains: will the government listen to the growing calls for reform, or will Australia face a cultural and economic upheaval unlike anything it's seen before? The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the voices of those who are affected are growing louder. The future of Australia's immigration system could be at a crossroads. Will the government choose a path that reflects the nation's core values of fairness and inclusivity? Only time will show the truth.